In every heart, a hopeful plea for good things coming wild and free. Don't know tomorrow, but we believe new good moments we conceive. Youth for Christ, a hopeful sign. Young heart shining, Jubilee divine. They're the hope and spirit bright, guiding us with all the light. See their energy strong and clear, helping hands banishing fear. Volunteer.
Welcome to Sparks of Hope series, Youth for Christ. I am Sister Victoria Wambua from the Daughters of St. Paul, and in this series, we are sharing with the young people, especially now that we are approaching the Jubilee for young people, for the youth, from 28th July to 3rd August. And we are happy to bring some of the young people online to share with you their experiences and their journey of hope during this year of hope. And with me, I have a guest. She'll tell us her name, where she comes from, and what she's doing. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Sister Lucia Wambua. I am a student in the University of Nairobi, Upper Kabete campus, and my home parish is Christ the King Mercy.
Okay, Lucia, most welcome to be with us as you share with us your journey as a Christian, as a Catholic, and also as a young person. You have said that you're a student at Upper Kabete, and I want to believe your parish, when you're a student, is St. Raphael Upper Kabete.
Yeah.
Are there some activities as a young person you have been involved in the parish?
Thank you. When I'm at school, I'm an active member of UKCC, that means Upper Kabete Campus Catholic Community. I'm an active member of the choir. I also do liturgical dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And back at home from Mercy Parish, are there some activities you do as a young person?
Of course, the same things I do when I'm in the campus are the same things I do when I'm at home.
Okay, so how has been your experience as a young person this year of hope? Have you had some experiences that have reignited your hope, or they have challenged your hope? Could you share with us some of those moments?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, as a youth, I'm so proud and privileged to be a pilgrim of hope. And I do remember there are some challenging times I have had. Like when I was joining the campus, I remember there was no school fees and I didn't know how I could make it. Yeah, but God showed us, and He showed up and shown us the way. And right now I'm a fourth here, and I really thank God for that. So what I would like is to encourage the youths who are going through hard times that they should have hope, like the patron saint of the youth, Saint Aloysius Gozanga. Yeah, he was a young youth. He died at the age of 23. Yeah, we should serve Christ when we are young and when we have the energy.
Okay, thank you for sharing that with us, Lucia. Now, you mentioned that you are actively involved in the church and different groups and doing different activities. What would you say to a young person who finds it challenging to go to the church or finds it boring to go to the church today?
I would like to tell that person, being in church is the best place you could be, because there you find friends, people who encourage you. And then in the life of prayer, we should all trust in God, and because He's promising a bright future for us, like in the book of Jeremiah 29, verse 11. God is always having good plans for us. So as youths, we should enjoy our youth in the church.
Thank you. A young person, you're being reminded that God has great plans for you. So even if life brings you challenges, don't give up. Keep your hope alive keep your faith alive, and trust in God. Now, Lucia, you've shared with us that encouraging part of your life. What about in the church? How do you feel? Do you feel at home, or do you feel the church is doing its best to involve the young people? And are there some places that you would like to request the church to improve so that the young people can feel more involved in the church?
Yeah, since I've been brought up in the Catholic faith, I usually feel very comfortable being in the Catholic Church. And so, something that I would encourage to be kept in place in church is the activities that take place in the church. The youth should be involved in the liturgy and in the preaching of gospel so that they feel at home and having a place in the church.
Okay, thank you for that part, Lucia. And what about those young people who feel maybe they are not worthy to be in the church because they think everybody in the church or who goes to the church is a holy person, but they have labeled themselves as sinners, as people who are not worthy to be in the presence of God? What would you encourage them to do so that they can come back to church?
Yeah, the first thing is believing in God, because if at all you don't believe in God, you won't feel that urge to belong in the church. So they should first believe in God, and then the next action is making a point of attending the church and then seeking maybe mentorship from the leaders of the church so that they can have a space of belonging.
Okay, yeah, you've mentioned mentorship, and I think that's a very important aspect to touch and to speak about, because as pilgrims of hope, we are called to journey together as a family, as a group, be it in the church, be it in our families back at home, even in the society. Because this journey, we cannot make it on our own. We also need the presence of other people. Sometimes you might feel maybe you are overwhelmed, but when another person encourages you or speaks to you, or even when you share your experience, maybe that moment of difficulty that you are living, you may feel encouraged. And mentorship is a key word. Accompaniment is a key word. So as young people, don't shy off. Don't feel like you do not need other people or feel like they cannot understand you, but feel part of the family. Approach people who have experience at times. Approach even your fellow youth. We are also called to be signs of hope as young people to one another. So let us not brush off other people who are approaching us to share their difficulties with them. I don't know if you have had an experience of meeting a person who is having a challenge and then you journey with the person, or maybe it was you who had that challenge and then you have been mentored out of it or accompanied out of it. Have you had such an experience?
Of course, I have had. I remember a time when I was low in my emotions, and then I approached someone who could mentor me and could encourage me. And I really felt that I've healed from that situation and I had a better future and I could focus.
Okay. That's a true witness of helping one another and journeying with one another. So as a young person, I remind you, remember you are called to be an ambassador of hope, to be a sign of hope, even by your own life. Just the way you live, another person can look at you and say, yes, this person is living his or her life fully, and it is a sign that life is not ended. Because we know with our current situation, not only in Kenya, but worldwide, that people are losing hope. Young people, big people, the aged, people are losing hope in different aspects of life, but it is a wake-up call. We should not lose hope. As St. Paul tells us, hope does not disappoint. So if you have this hope, know that you'll not be disappointed, and above all, if you trust in God. Now, Lucy, what would you tell the young people and whoever is listening to us and watching us concerning living this hope continuously, not only for this year 2025, but even in the years that are to come?
Yeah, I would like to tell the youth that hope he's having a great faith that God is really going to keep his promises. And so I do heart, and here there is one that I've done currently. And yeah, it encourages us about hope, that we should always hold on hope. And there is a quote that says, hope is the last thing ever lost. So as a youth, you should never lose hope, because if you lose hope, then you will not be having a purpose of living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is a beautiful art that you're encouraging people,
Yeah.
and to know also you are putting your gifts at work with that hand that is raising up the banner of hope. Yeah, so we can see it here. It is an encouragement and a beautiful artwork, gifted hands. Thank you for sharing with us this gift of also your artwork. And it's true, hope should be, or it must be, the last thing, but it should not always be the last thing. So you should never lose hope. Come whatever comes, you should not lose hope. So feel encouraged. If you're at a point that you feel like you are really giving up, things are not just working out, sometimes could be mistakes that you have made in life as a young person, but you can always dust yourself, stand up, and restart again. I know the challenging part is when you do something or you do a mistake, then you feel like you have messed up with your life. You can always start again. So as a young person, do not condemn yourself to desperation. Always find room to stand up again. And as a young person, you might be having your own experiences. Comment on the comment section. Tell us what it is that you are going through as we continue to air this series, Youth for Christ, as we continue to journey together in this year of hope. So thank you very much, Lucy, for having you with us. And I continue to wish you the best as a young person as you finalize your studies for this time in the university. And I would encourage you, also other young people, as you enjoy your youthfulness, do not forget God. Live your life fully as a young person, but do not forget God. Live responsibly. We are the Daughters of St. Paul. Paul Lines Africa is our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, share, and also comment. Let's rekindle the hope of everyone who is watching this. Thank you.
In every heart, a hopeful plea for good things coming wild and free. Don't know tomorrow, but we believe new good moments we conceive. Youth for Christ, a hopeful sign. Young heart shining, Jubilee divine. They're the hope of spirit bright, guiding us with all the light. See their energy strong and clear, helping hands banishing fear. Volunteer. In every heart, a hopeful plea for good things coming wild and free. Don't know tomorrow, but we believe new good moments we conceive. Youth for Christ, a hopeful sign. Young heart shining, Jubilee divine. They're the hope of spirit bright, guiding us with all the